Hello everybody, Jessica here welcoming you back for another amazing mat lower body workout. Today we're really going to be focusing on glute maximus and glute medius, working to strengthen and tone through those muscles while also improving knee joint health. Working with glute bridges is a really great way to target these muscles, and it is a lot less irritating than squats or lunges for the low back and the knees. So let's get you set up for today's workout. Something soft to lay on. That could be carpet, a yoga mat, whatever you have handy that is comfortable. And a glute resistance band is completely optional. Any resistance that you prefer to work with, even if that means no band at all. Go ahead, get set up. We're gonna get started right now. Let's go ahead and start here in a seated position. If you're working with the glute resistance band, it is handy, but not on quite yet. And let's go ahead, hands to the thighs here. Think about this like a yoga forward fold and round it on up. Just gently stretching through the back and through the hamstrings. If you need to walk those heels in and take a bigger bend through the knees, that is okay. Modify anything here today that doesn't work for you. And let's lift those hands on up. Cat back here, a little bit bigger through the spine, side to side. Pull it up. Let's repeat that 2 more times. Take those hands or fingertips back behind you, step those feet in, and let's windshield wiper. One direction and then nice and easy opposite side. Give it a little bit of a pause at the end of the movement, and don't force yourself into anything that feels too big or uncomfortable. One more set. And then go ahead, take those feet in butterfly position. You can work with cross-legged position if that is more comfortable for you. Opening up those inner thighs. And you can sway side to side here, just opening up that low back a little bit more. Make sure that it feels good. And then go ahead, extend those legs back out here. Point the toes and roll them up. Take them out a little bit longer, flex them up, reach on down, bend in the knee if it's tight, bring it on up. And best you can, point those toes, scrunching up my mat here, send it back out, roll forward. Hopefully things are lengthening out just a bit. We don't have a crazy intense workout here today. Really great exercises. We will be working with a lot of control to make sure that we're targeting the right muscles and not irritating the ones that we don't want. So go ahead, take your band if you're working with that here today and step on into it. We're going to be working with each exercise for a suggestion of 10 repetitions. If you need to slow that down a little bit and work with less repetitions, you are more than welcome to do that. We will be working for 2 rounds here today. So our completely lying on the back exercises will be repeated twice. Those are going to be a little bit easier because you will have both legs. We will roll off to the side in between those and work with one leg at a time. And those ones will be a little more difficult because it's single leg, but we will only need to do those once. So we're gonna start here. Go ahead, bring yourself on over to the hip of your choice and rest comfortably here. Tailbone tuck, feet together, knees up just a little bit. We're gonna lift this top knee, and what I don't want you to do is start rolling back. So you're gonna pull tension on the band if you have that. Really slow. And repeat there. You're only lifting the knee. You're not lifting it so much that you're rolling back into the hip. Great job here. Slow and steady, keeping tension on this muscle, keeping control. Two more here. Core pulling in, make sure that tailbone stays tucked. Last one. Release, and we roll it to the back. Plant evenly through those feet, a little bit of tension on the band, and we are going to, again, tailbone tuck, straight up. Core flattens, and we release. Final two. Oh, really working through those glutes. And 10, great job there. Roll it back to the same hip you started on. So we're gonna go all this same direction this first time, and you can lay flat or stay up on the arm, up to you. But we are going to take this leg, tailbone tuck, and extend it back. Good, make sure you're not rolling, lifting that left hip off of the mat. Final two, it gets so tough, I know. It's not even a big movement, but it works, all right? Okay, roll it to the back. And go ahead again, plant those feet into your bridge position. Nice neutral spine. We are going to add onto our glute bridge. So lift, squeeze the glutes, pulse those knees out, and lower. If you need to take a break at any time, that's okay. Great job, two more here. I know it's getting tough. Take a little pause in between them if you need to. And if at any time it just feels like it's too much, you can take that band off if you have that. Great job here. Okay, back to that same hip. We're gonna go ahead here. Get comfortable. We're gonna be here for just a little bit. Extend this leg long. Again, tailbone tuck. This time we're gonna lift with this straight leg. Oh, it burns, it burns. Hold on, just work through it. Final two, shake it out anytime you need to. And 10, okay, to the back again. Rolling and rolling and rolling here today. All right, here we go. Adding on abduction at the bottom and at the top. So press, lift, press, and lower. And this time we're counting the abduction, so this one's gonna go quick. This is already 5, 6, great job. Come on up. One more set. Last one here at the top. 10. Beautiful job. All right. If you do have the band, go ahead and take that off just for our last 2 exercises on this side. Keep it handy because we want to keep that leg strength nice and even. So as we go work the other side, that leg will be fresh. So we're going to go ahead here. You can step your top leg up, point through your bottom leg and lift. So inner thigh this time. Final 2. And 10. Great job. Your lifting leg is going to stay lifted as you roll it here to the center. Options for your other leg, it can cross over, it can lift, or you can keep toes down to the floor. We want most of the weight, if not all of the weight, through this previously working leg. 10 single leg bridges here. Final 2. All right, let's go ahead, just stretch it out a bit. If it's comfortable, go ahead, hug up and in. You can grab from the top of the knees or underneath. Move through those ankles if you need to. And we're going to switch sides. So if you're positioned where you can just roll over to the opposite hip, you can stay where you are. Or if, like me, you would like to adjust that positioning so that you are not facing away, just flip it over. Band goes back on. Those are our exercises. We're going to repeat them one more time. So now we are on that opposite hip. Rest comfortably here. Tailbone tuck. Lift that top leg 10 times. Final 2. Give it a good pause on that one. Roll it again to the back. Take time to set up here. We're not in a rush. 10 glute bridges here. Tailbone tucks. You're lifting and lowering by squeezing those glutes, engaging them, and then releasing. Make sure that that chin is staying open through the neck so you're not crunching and shrugging up, causing tightness through there. Great job. 3 more. Last one. Set it on down, roll it back over. And we are going to straighten that top leg and pulse it back, keeping a tailbone tuck here. You don't have to lift really high. The work is in that backward press, especially if you have that band. Final 2. This one always gets me. And 10. Great job. Roll it again to your two-legged bridge position. Abducting, only at the top. Abducting means to take away, so we're pushing out. Lift, out, and lower. Great job here. 3 more on this side. Lower it back down. And again, we go off to that side. Extend that top leg nice and long and lift here. Final 2. And 10. Okay, take it to the back. Abduction at the bottom and at the top. All of our abduction movement is what's really going to target that glute medius. So kind of filling in that outer hip with muscle, which directly relates to knee health. So really nice to keep it strong for aesthetic and functional joint health reasons. At the bottom, lift. At the top, remember we're counting the abductions here, so this goes a little bit quick. I know things are tired. One more set. Take it back up. Great job here. Go ahead, slip that band off. It won't do you much good for the next exercises anyhow, and we're finished up after this, so get it out of the way. All right, you can stay low and just work through this bottom leg. There is a little bit more possibility to roll, so you really need to use the core muscles to control that, or you can come up to the elbow here. You decide what's right for you. That top leg steps back and we lift for 10 here. Oh, friends. Final 2 here. And then roll it to the back. And that same top leg that time will go ahead and be your working leg for your single leg glute bridge. So you can lower to the toes, cross it up and over, or lift that non-working leg. We want most of the work in the opposite leg this time for 10. Final 2. And 10. Great job. Again, go ahead, hug those knees up and in, just however it feels good. We want a little bit of a rounding through the glutes and through the low back. We're not being really aggressive. We're just gently trying to reopen this space. Give it a little wiggle. If you need to, you can take those ankle circles, and I'm going to give you a really good glute stretch here. But if this doesn't work for you, find another stretch that maybe feels a little better in your body. Drop one leg, cross the other ankle over that thigh, and you can just start here by encouraging that knee towards the front of your space. And then you have the option here to take that foot that's on the floor and bend it up and in. And you can reach through, figure four stretch here. From yoga, really great deep hip stretch. Stay relaxed through the shoulders, through the hips. We're not really holding on to any sort of tension here. Lower that on down, and feel free to switch them out. Just seeing how this side feels first. Up and in. And then we're going to give a really great stretch for that glute medius. So right now we're kind of working with maximus, which is kind of the whole entire surface area of the booty. Medius is a little bit more through the outer rounding portion. Lower it back down. So from the feet on the floor, you can just simply bend to the side here, or you can bring them up further. You can start from this position, taking a nice big reach over. Open that arm, work to get these hips forward and down, but we're not arching that low back forward. So it's a gentle twist. Tailbone is tucked so that that low back is neutral. Rotation is happening here through this outer hip and through the rib cage here. If it's not enough, you can straighten that leg, and that should do the trick. Take it over to the other side, adjust it around if you need to. And it's common for one side to run tighter than the other. So if it feels different here, maybe easier or a little more challenging, that's okay. You just breathe and relax, or just enjoy the open space. From wherever you are, go ahead, bring it off to the side, press and roll yourself on up. Give yourself a second before standing up. Lifting the hips can send a lot of blood down into the head because the head becomes lower than the rest of that body. So before we get up and rush off, let's just take a second here. Take a nice good deep breath in. Exhale. Let it go. Really great opportunity to appreciate spending this time on yourself, doing something really great for your functional movement and joint health. And for me to tell you how honored and grateful I am to have been a part of this time here in your day. Thank you so much for joining me. We will continue with the mat workouts, working on the glute bridges and slowly working to increase the demand on those muscles, encouraging them to get nice and strong so that we move and feel our best. But great job here today. I know that some of these were very challenging. I felt that myself, and we did a wonderful job with it. So I will see you guys back here for the next amazing workout. Thank you for watching, and please keep taking good care of yourselves.